What's up, guys? Welcome back to our second installation of our 5-part series on our gear and why we own it. This one is about our, I guess you call them war belts or response belts or just belts, because that's what they are. They're just belts. We're going to go over real quick what we run, and then we'll get to why we run. We'll go through why we run what we run, but in the end we'll talk about why it's a good idea to own a belt such as this. They're not for everybody, but you know, yeah, it's kind of dark. We're using my phone, so I'll run really quick through what I run. Both of us run TRX Orion belts, TRX Arms.
Coyote Tactical Orion belts on TRX Arms website.
Yeah.
They're
collaboration.
They
both have a rubber liner in it. You can kind of see it's got like a rubbery material, so they are very tacky, so that you can put them on over jeans, or I mean you can see it's going over my shirt. It's very tight. It's you know, not going to go anywhere. You put
and that's what we both fitted our belts for, is to go over this hoodie. This will go over even my puffer jacket that I have. Kind of makes it a little fatter, but it works perfectly.
We're like the adults and like the cartoons. You know how you never can see the adult's face. Yeah.
So we'll just go ahead and go into how we run our belts or set up our belts.
Why we chose the Orion is because you can put it on over pajama pants.
Yeah.
You don't have to have an underbelt.
You don't have to have an underbelt or inner belt. This just clips on. You can just.
So go right to left, or right around.
Okay.
Right side clockwise.
So
here we go.
Okay. So this is a ShivWorks punch dagger. I'm not completely convinced that I want this on here still. I'm gonna look for a different knife. I want a knife on here, but I'm not convinced that it's this one. This one seems to, the retention's not all that great right now. I need to kind of play with it, I guess, to figure out what would work. Going on Safariland. I'm not sure the numbers on this one, but it holds a Glock 19 with a TLR1. I do want to do the nub mod like Grand Thumb does. I forget the company does that, but it's only about $30, and I've heard it does make a difference. Since this is level 2 retention, just to make it a little bit easier. I am running a Blue Force Gear.
Yeah.
Blue Force Gear trauma kit now. Got a bunch of stuff in it. Quick clot, chest seals, decompression needle, nasopharyngeal trumpet. Then I have a tourniquet on the back side of it, just bungee corded on. And then from there, I have a Max Edition dump pouch. And then me and Landon both have modded it out. I like TRX Arms' dump pouch, but we both had these to start out with, so we just modded it out. We put bungee cord on them to make leg straps, just so they don't bounce around, kind of like his that he designed. I am running Aztec Kaiwis, one rifle mag, one pistol mag, and then I have a Mars carrier for one slanted pistol mag, just because of the way that I reload. It's more natural to fall down, grab your mag, and then reload just like that. And then the further you go back, it straightens out.
And you could even, as you know, if you had time, say this, you use this mag, ideally you could move your mags forward, you know, to always have that first mag, that first one loaded with, you know, a fresh mag. You have gloves.
Oh, gloves.
We both have gloves, but
yeah.
That's
just mechanics.
Yeah. I'm running a SE3. It's just a regular dagger. I would like to get something a little more, I don't know, with a better fighting mindset that doesn't stick out as far, like a K-Bar TDI, like the longer one, or, you know, ShivWorks, you know, clench pick or whatever. I'm running also a Safariland on a, we're both running mid-ride QBLs, and it drops the pistol down to where you only have to raise your elbow. The goal is you raise your elbow, not your shoulder. So it's very natural. It's in a lower position instead of it being up here. We're both running them on Safariland QLS so that we can swap holsters quickly, we're also both running TRX Arms thigh straps. For the same reason we're running the bungees on our Maxpedition dump pouches, it keeps your holster from towing out as much. You don't want it bouncing around and stuff. And also, if the reason we run the QBLs instead of like a drop leg or something, if you're in a squatting position, you don't want your gun, like pointing like that, because then you have to like drop your shoulder. The goal is, if you're squatting or doing whatever, the gun's always in the same spot. It stays concrete. Next thing I run, I have a TRX Arms med kit with some morale patches, because morale patches are cool. I mean, cool is half the battle. It's set up very similar to Logan's. Logan's med kit is better. He's a nurse, and I'm not, so I need to work on that. But tourniquet, I almost said TRX Arms. Everything I just say TRX Arms. Yeah. I probably got it from TRX Arms. Stage your tourniquets properly so that they're ready to go, and you're prepared. This is just a quick access. I can reach in here and grab this and pull out my entire med kit, and it's ready to go. I'll put that back in there later. Next, I have same thing, Maxpedition dump pouch. Similar, basically same setup to Logan. Aztec Kaiwi rifle, Aztec Kaiwi pistol. I need to get another 19 round mag to put in there. I run my rifle mags the opposite way of Logan. Logan runs his rifle mags like this. I run my rifle mag like this, just personal preference. I'm running 2 Mars carriers in the front just because I like to be able to do things quickly. I'm a speed demon. Also, I had the intention of potentially using this in competition. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, we both run, try to run stock mags, P-mags, stuff like that. Quality stuff. Pretty much everything's on tech locks, so it's easy to change. Yeah. That's pretty much it as far as the war belts go. So as far as why we have war belts, or just belts in general,
they're quick.
They're quick. You can get out of your bed, you can throw it on, and you have a pistol and
reloads and
nearly 100 rounds of ammo. And it's quick. You have a med kit. I have a full med kit that if you got
plus
shot.
Tourniquets. Tourniquets are huge if you get shot.
Yeah. You're going to have one on you.
It's good to have tourniquets on you.
Yeah. So it's good to have this stuff ready to go. And it's quick. Like I said, you can just strap it on. I had an instance where I thought there was someone outside of my house. It was actually at a previous house. And this was the first thing I grabbed, because I have a pistol with a light on it and lots of mags and a knife that I can access with my left hand. That's something we didn't touch on. You want your knife to be accessible with your left hand in case your firearm is occupied and someone's trying to grab your firearm. You have your knife. But the reason you just want to have them is, like Logan said, because they're quick. That's the objective. Obviously, you can have the ones that are more sturdy, that have the inner belts and the Velcro that's very rigid. Those are great. We both wanted something that you can clip on and go. The idea of being a Minuteman, it's an ancient term, but to be ready in a moment's notice. And to have all your kit in one place, affixed to one belt, it's great to thread stuff on, and that's fine. It's good to have a sturdy belt that you can do that with.
And we both do.
To
add on to that. It's something you can start out with. If you don't have the money for this belt,
just start out by buying some Mars carriers with tech locks. Tech locks. I could take these tech locks off of this and put them on my normal belt.
And just grab you a good gun belt made out of scuba webbing. It's generally what we've had for the last
double
5 years.
Thick, yeah. And just start out with the pieces, because you can put those on a quality belt. You should start out, we think we probably talked about this in our EDC video that we've already posted. You should have a quality belt if you EDC.
And you should start out with tech locks with your Mars carriers, so you can just move all the stuff that you get. That's one of the huge things that I've learned from building this, is that you need to look into what you're gonna do so you don't spend extra money. Yeah. Get the tech locks because you can easier mount those onto a war belt like these, and they can mount onto your normal belt. So it's just kind of what you plan on doing. just try to plan ahead.
Yep, save money and do the same thing, because ultimately the belt can be like the most expensive part, so it's better to have something that's usable up until the point that it's completely finished and you have it kitted out. So that's our belts. That's why we have them. Again, like we said in the rifle video, you do not have to be some, crazy person on a belt. It's literally a piece of cloth that holds bullets to you.
And medical. You know, that's huge. You don't even have to. I mean, I recommend reloads, but I mean, just having medical on you is huge.
This is the biggest part, is a med kit and a tourniquet. That's the main reason, in my opinion, that I would clip it on to myself if something happens, because I want to have
not only to fix yourself, but if you were to shoot somebody, as soon as you neutralize that threat, you should start working on them.
Morally, yes.
You should start. You should start trying to save that person's life. In most situations. Personally, just because I have the obligation of being a nurse, I feel obligated to try to do the best.
A upstanding citizen, if the threat is genuinely neutralized,
and you get their gun away from them or whatever weapon they have, and make sure that they
didn't have a friend that's going to jump on your back and try to, hurt you. But morally, yes, you should be ready to. Protect yourself. You should be able to, obviously fix yourself up, but you should be able to fix up whoever you should be able to plug the holes that you make. And that goes for everyday carry, carrying this stuff in your car, and if at the least.
Or say you come upon a shooting and the shooting's been done and you didn't do any shooting yourself. Maybe
which
the
is
cops did.
more likely than anything else.
Maybe the cops did. Maybe you have the cops didn't, for whatever reason, didn't carry tourniquet. There's cops out there that don't train medical supplies. You could potentially save his life. It's just thinking ahead and being more prepared than everybody around you. It's a good feeling.
All right, so the next video will be on our plate carrier setups. Plate carrier / chest rig is kind of the theme on that one. But that's it for the belt video. So thanks for watching.